Hello, everyone. I'm Lorenzo Fornari, the founder and CEO of Solaro Capri Gin. And we started off with the whole idea of Solaro because the intention is that we want to save Italy. And by saving Italy, I mean that we want to save the culture, which is disappearing very, very quickly. Just a few weeks ago, actually, the latest statistic was that Italy lost 325,000 artisans. So our country is disappearing, our knowledge, our know-how, our way of being. So a few years ago, I was inspired to create something to try and remedy that. So here we are, years later, a ceramic bottle with a very innovative design. And they told me that it couldn't be done, that it was too expensive. And after launching it in 2 weeks, we sold out of the first hundreds of bottles. And from then on, we have helped local artisans actually create thousands of bottles. We have maintained a local know-how. And we've gotten to the point where now everything we use, we could cut off Italy from the world and we could still actually keep on making our gin. The clay we use, it comes from Italy. The ceramic, the workmanship, obviously all the ingredients come also from Capri, the Monte Solaro, which is where we get our name from. All hand-picked. Naples, Sorrento, Amalfi, and is distilled locally in Salerno, which is actually, legend has it, the actual origin of gin 1,000 years ago. And what we wanted to do is not just be the most sustainable in the sense of environmental, but sustainable also from a cultural point of view, which is the whole point of wanting to create this with local artisans and give back and use local Italian know-how. So for example, upcycling, because it's ceramic, is something that can last forever. How many artifacts do we still have left from 2,000 years ago from the ancient Roman times that are amphora, so basically ceramic, and how much do we have glass? This is something that can literally last forever. We made it also design-wise that the other side is blank. So if you don't want to have Solaro on it and just wanted to have a souvenir or something beautiful around the house, go for it. At home, I use this as an olive oil diffuser, and just like we were seeing before. They also stack. They also have this thing where, again, on the bottom, you can stack them. It comes from a design point of view, also about wanting to conserve space. So again, I see many similarities with Juan Carlos. And just something new, something that changes, that turns heads, and that gets people to look at something different. And you can read the rest, so I don't have to go and explain everything. But everything is local, and by having everything local, it means minimizing the impact of the environment. We've only launched a few years ago, but we've already started getting a lot of awards, double gold medals from San Francisco World Spirits Competition, design awards, innovation awards. This photograph is actually one of the main barmen in Capri serving it. And then we've been picked up by the New York Times and many, many other. So going back to what this is all about, from my own experience, there's an expression that says like brings like. And that is the best brings the best. So we are trying to do the best that we can do. And we've seen that from the years of doing this, we've been attracting other people who want to be a part of this. They've seen that we're doing things the right way. And because it's a luxury product, right now it's retailing for about 130 euros for the big bottle. This is the small bottle. Small bottle around 90 euros. It's not just about having something that's expensive and making lots of margin and making lots of money. The lots of money part is great from a chain point of view because That means everyone we work with, the local artisans, get back the maximum amount possible, which means that they're incentivized, which means that they talk around. We keep on attracting. So the like brings like is exactly that point. So how to maintain that? Obviously, as any producer probably knows, you have to have constant communication, make sure we're all on the same page. And media collaboration nowadays, everyone wants to be tagged. Hi. Roadmaps, what I've seen, personally, I created this because I had an objective. Practice what you preach. You have to believe in what you're doing. If you don't believe in it and it's just something you want to do for marketing because that's what the market demands, forget about it. People can sniff this out nowadays. And as we said before, incentivizing the price chain. Having a luxury product means that you can afford and you will be attracting the right and the best and the people in the industry. And then supplier transparency, because obviously you have to make sure nowadays that it's solar, but is it ethical solar? It goes down a rabbit hole of making sure that things are well done. Then how do you comply with the legal requirements? Of course, as associations, we're talking currently with like Positive Luxury, which has a huge amount of KYC, know your client, on your suppliers and everything. They work with big brands, luxury brands. B Corp is obviously a thing. Consultants are a great way of finding out how legally you maintain, you comply with sustainability. And then depending on your company, you can incorporate in your constitution or your articles of association the obligation to do things in a certain way. So having said that, that was my little contribution with my experience with creating a luxury product from Capri, as authentic as possible, but as also as ethical and sustainable. And again, trying to save Italy with my gin, one sip at a time. Thank you very much.